Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gordon Frayne. Today we're back talking about Kamino Finance. We're going to give you a quick overview of the entire protocol along with the price prediction, so make sure you stick around until the end of the video. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below, hit that subscribe button as well, and if you want to get notified about similar content, smash that bell notification icon, and don't forget to grab your free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin. It's linked below in the description of this video. Grab it now while it's free. It's my gift to you, and let's get into the content. So, Kamino Finance is a lending and borrowing protocol native to the Solana ecosystem. You might have heard about it, you might have even used it yourself. If we jump over to Kamino.finance here, app.kamino.finance, you can see that Kamino is one of the leading lending and borrowing protocols in the entire Solana ecosystem. Again, if you scroll down to this main markets area, this kind of helps to explain what's actually going on here, because what you're essentially able to do on Kamino is supply Solana on the supply side, and you can earn interest for doing so. As you can see, if we supply Solana on Kamino, we're going to earn about 4.8% interest APY. If we put our Solana up on Kamino as collateral on the supply side, we can also then go ahead and borrow against that. So right now, it could be beneficial to be using your Solana as collateral in the market at the moment, given the market sentiment and the bullish sentiment that we're possibly going to see over the next 6 to 12 months. Again, this is not financial advice, guys. Do your own research. But you could be putting up Solana as collateral. You could be borrowing stablecoin against that. And then you could be putting that stablecoin to work in other yield-bearing assets, into liquidity pools, or even just buying more Solana for the price appreciation. And this strategy is exactly what I'm doing over here on Kamino. If we open up my main positions area, you can see that we're supplying 17.5 Solana, about 4.2k worth of collateral, and then we're borrowing PYUSD, PayPal's stablecoin, against it to the amount of about $1,500. Again, if we zoom down back to the main markets area, you will see that for supplying Solana on the supply side, I'm earning 4.8%, and then for borrowing PYUSD, this interest rate has spiked up at the moment. This is normally more close to about 10%. Again, this is a variable rate. It's going to fluctuate. It's based on supply and demand. The fact that it spikes up to 39% for 5 minutes doesn't really concern me. I'm turning around, I'm borrowing that capital, I'm then putting it to work in other liquidity pools or buying more Solana for the price appreciation. And the real bet that I'm making here is the use that I'm putting this stable coin towards is going to far outpace the APY that I have to pay on the loan. So you can see that Kamino gives you details about your loan to value ratio. My LTV is currently about 35.4%. Again, liquidation threshold on Kamino is 75%. So we want to maintain a healthy LTV ratio. We want to make sure that we're not getting too close towards our liquidation LTV, because at that point, what happens is Kamino as a protocol will begin using my supplied Solana to pay down my loan. If I get too close, or if I hit this 75% liquidation LTV, the protocol will begin to use my Solana supplied as collateral to pay down this loan. Okay, so you don't want that to happen. You don't want to be losing your Solana. So make sure that you keep and maintain a healthy loan to value ratio. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that can happen here on Kamino and that you can do. You can supply liquidity. They actually help to aggregate different pools across different Solana specific decentralized exchanges, just like Orca, like Radium, like Meteora, and they give you all of the different pools, all of the different APY rates that you can be earning by supplying liquidity. So again, you can borrow the capital here directly on Kamino and go turn around and start putting it to work by depositing it into these different yield bearing pools. Again, they've got some multiply options here where you can also supply capital into these different vaults and into these different assets to multiply your yield across different pairs. So something like JLP with PYUSD, again, you can supply capital into these vaults and earn leveraged yield on the assets that you're having exposure to. You can also long and short. Again, you can put capital into these different assets, and you can leverage them up to earn even more yield. Again, you want to be careful when you're leveraging up. You don't want to have too much exposure or too much leverage, because it means that your liquidation threshold is going to get hit very easily if the price of those underlying assets is to drop ever so slightly. They've got a nice portfolio area as well, where it'll give you a breakdown in your dashboard of what the net value of your portfolio is. It'll show you the fees and interest that you need to pay on the positions that you have open. Again, it's going to show you an overview of your borrow lend markets. You can see again, it's showing my supplied Solana as collateral. It's showing me the net value of that position over time. It's showing my supplied assets. It's showing me my borrowed assets, and it's showing me my rewards, which I have not earned any, but a very nice breakdown, a very nice dashboard, a very simple overview. And again, it gives you that quick snapshot for your main position on the lend borrow page as well. If we come over to DeFi Llama very, very quickly as well, we know that Solana is growing in terms of DeFi. Solana is now the second largest chain by total value locked in all of DeFi. Again, this percentage, guys, Solana was only making up just over 2% of all TVL in DeFi in February of this year. Ethereum was up over 64% at that same time. Solana continues to eat into Ethereum's market share of DeFi TVL. We're seeing more capital flowing into these Solana protocols and more capital being sucked out of Ethereum's market share in DeFi. We can see Kamino is the second largest protocol on Solana in terms of total value locked. It has more than $2.28 billion of TVL within their ecosystem. It's second only to Jito, which is a staking protocol for Solana. So people are locking up their Jito, earning that 7-8% yield from staking Solana. And Kamino is the next largest protocol in the entire Solana ecosystem. So lots of exciting stuff happening. You can see 39% growth in the past 1 month alone, 13% up in the past 7 days. Lots of exciting stuff happening on Kamino. It continues to grow. It's a very robust product. It works. It's very quick. It's very snappy. When you're interacting with Kamino using your Phantom wallet or your Solana wallet, you can see just how quickly things execute. Very snappy, very efficient, very fast. I'm not going to dive into all these slides. It's probably more information than is necessary, but the entire concept behind Kamino is, this notion of their unified liquidity market, being able to provide unified liquidity. They've got elevation mode. They've got decent risk management tools for auto deleveraging as well. The tokenomics is what I'd like to talk about next very briefly, because right now, Kamino's tokenomics are pretty interesting. They've got about a 10 billion max supply for the amount of Kamino tokens that will ever exist. So the 10 billion is the total supply. Technically, there is no max supply right now, at least according to coin market cap. But if we jump over here and just break down the numbers very, very quickly, we will see that that total supply is quoting 10 billion Kamino tokens, only 1.35 billion of which are currently in circulation. So again, this is specified here as a self-reported circulating supply, but this circulating supply versus total supply is quite a small number. It's only 13.5% of the total supply of Kamino tokens that is actually currently in circulation. But again, it's hard to deny this price action, especially over the past 6 months. We've gone very much up and to the right. We can see if we go even into the past 1 month alone, Kamino is up over 41% over the past 30 days in terms of the price of the Kamino token, currently sitting at just over 13 cents and a market cap of about 177 million US dollars. Again, there is token unlocks scheduled for Kamino over the coming months. April 2025 is the next significant token unlock event, where there are going to be an additional 229 million Kamino tokens entering circulation. That would be an increase of 17% on the amount of tokens in circulation. So very interesting to see that happening next April. Again, when we're making our price predictions, we're normally doing this for, roughly speaking, Q3, Q4 of 2025. That's when we estimate the peak of the bull cycle might be happening. So we have to factor in this token unlock as we move towards Q4 of 2025. So again, we could talk about some of these DeFi opportunities. There is opportunities to provide liquidity for Kamino across a number of different dexes like Orca, like Radium, like Meteora, and even staking Kamino's tokens itself on the Kamino protocol, so you can explore some of these options yourself. For the purpose of today's video, we're going to dive into the price prediction next, guys. We're going to talk about where we think the price of Kamino can get to by the peak of the bull cycle. As always, we're going to be giving you a bear case, base case, and bull case price target scenario. There are variables in this equation. If you're familiar with the channel, guys, you know that we put together these price predictions, and there's three main variables: the total crypto market cap, the dominance level that the token can get to, and the amount of tokens in circulation. So for the amount of tokens in circulation, we're estimating there's going to be roughly 1.75 billion Kamino tokens in circulation by the middle to end of 2025. Again, this is not a perfect number. It's an estimate based on the token unlocks, based on where we think the amount of tokens are going by the time we get to October, November 2025. And again, the dominance level of Kamino's token today is sitting at around 0.0075%. So again, this is a smaller market cap token. It's only $177 million in total market cap, and again, making up 0.0075% of the entire crypto market in terms of dominance. So what we're saying here in a bear case, guys, is that the total crypto market cap could peak somewhere around $4 trillion. Interestingly, we're just breaking above $3 trillion in the past 24 hours. If Kamino can get up to a 0.012% dominance level, that would give it a $480 million overall market cap, and dividing that by 1.75 billion Kamino tokens would give us a price target around 28 cents, which is just around a little bit more than a 2x from today's prices. In the base case scenario, what we're saying is the total crypto market cap could peak closer to $6 trillion US dollars. If Kamino can get all the way up to a 0.02% dominance level, that's going to get us to a $1.2 billion overall market cap for Kamino, which is, again, dividing that by 1.75 billion Kamino tokens gets us to a 69 cents price target for Kamino, which is about a 5x from today's prices. Finally, in the most bullish case scenario, what we're saying is the total crypto market cap could peak somewhere closer to 8 trillion US dollars. If Kamino can get all the way up to a 0.025% market dominance level versus the rest of the crypto market, that would give us, roughly speaking, a $2 billion overall market cap for Kamino. And again, dividing that by 1.75 billion Kamino tokens gets us out to a $1.14 price target for Kamino by the peak of the bull cycle, which is about an 8x from those 13 cents prices here today. So that is our bear case, base case, and bull case price target for Kamino as we move through the next 6 to 12 months. Drop us a comment below this video. Do you think the price of Kamino is going to hit $1 in this cycle? Are you holding Kamino as part of your bull run bag? Drop us a comment. Let us know if you're holding Kamino. Where do you think the price is going? As always, if you enjoy this content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below. It really does help with the algorithm on YouTube. We're trying to spread the good word. We're trying to grow the channel. I would super appreciate if you drop a like, drop a comment, hit that subscribe button as well if you want to get more videos just like this. Smash that bell notification icon. And again, don't forget to grab your completely free copy, The Rise of Bitcoin. It's linked below in the description. Grab it now while it's free, and we'll catch you in the next one.